Minister for Women, Terri Stander, in our Parliament studio in Cape Town. Good evening to you, Terri, and thank you for talking to us. Firstly, let's just have a look at some of the issues involved here. Wiro has since dropped or withdrawn the charges, but she didn't receive any money. Why are you calling it extortion?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and good evening, everyone. So even though Ms. Wiro withdrew the charges, once any person lays charges with a police station, that complaint then becomes basically in the custody of the state, and the complainant is then called as the witness to that case. So the fact that she withdrew the charges have absolutely no impact on the process going forward. The reason why we are pursuing with this is that subsequent to those charges, as you know, the voice clip emerged in where it sounds like Mañana is offering her a bribe. Now, even though she hasn't received that money, it is still considered corruption and extortion and bribery when someone makes it clear that they are offering someone and influencing someone financially or otherwise to derive personal benefit.
Terri, your critics will say this is nothing but political opportunism on your part as the DA because it's Mduduzi Manana. They might even go far as to say that you're cheapening the fight against gender-based violence by trying to score easy political points.
You know, I think that takes away from the seriousness of this matter, and it's a little insulting. If Mduduzi Manana wasn't ANC and he belonged to any other political party, I would expect that I or another member of my party would take exactly the same action. It is the reason why femicide and violence against women goes unabated, and we hear of these tragic stories regularly. How many funerals have we seen broadcast on television of young women being killed by their partners? It's because there is a lack of accountability and consequence management for people who are perpetrators of such crimes. So this is not about politicking. This is about an individual who has a position of power and privilege and has used that to victimize a vulnerable woman.
Well, even the ANC Women's League has condemned the actions, but there's also the process that must now unfold to determine exactly what was done, to determine exactly what he was guilty of. We know that, of course, the police station said that those charges had been withdrawn. That's not entirely up to them to do, as you pointed out in our earlier discussion. But at the same time, part of the criticism around your move at this point is that obviously everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and there are processes underway to deal with this matter.
I disagree. It's very convenient for people like the Speaker of Parliament, Baleka Mbete, for the President of the ANC Women's League and now Minister of Women in the Presidency, Batabile Dlamini, to come out and express their concern about this matter. In 2017, just before Mañana was actually convicted on those assault charges for assaulting those 3 women, she's quoted in the media as saying, "We will not call for his removal. We believe in rehabilitation." Since then, the ANC hasn't taken any rehabilitative action against him. I asked Deputy President Mabuza on the 20th of March this year, in a parliamentary question and answer session, I said, why is Mañana still in the ANC benches in Parliament? He replied, the ANC doesn't have a dustbin where it throws people, and we believe in rehabilitation. Last week, Tuesday, President Cyril Ramaphosa was also confronted with a question. He said, I'm not aware of the details, and Mañana must be subjected to his party's own internal processes. That's all very well, but firstly, it's concerning that a president of this country isn't aware of current affairs, and secondly, it's not about Mañana being subjected to his own party's internal disciplinary processes. They belong to the same WhatsApp group. They are both ANC members. Parliament has failed to take any action to date against Manana. The ANC has failed to take any action against Manana to date. So we believe that the only place Manana deserves to rehabilitate is in jail, not in Parliament, where he's earning a salary paid by the taxpayer.
I mean, whichever way you look at it, it surely does send the wrong message to have a member of Parliament accused of this type of thing. What would you like to see happen immediately?
I want him jailed. I think that the charges are serious enough for him to be arrested, pending investigation. I've called on the Parliamentary Ethics Committee. I referred him on Monday to the Parliamentary Ethics Committee. I don't see anything happening with that. On Tuesday, I called on the ANC to fire him, and on Wednesday, of course, referring him to the SABC. So basically what we want, and we will not rest until Manana is removed from Parliament and rehabilitates in jail.
All right, that is the Democratic Alliance's Terri Stander, the DA Shadow Minister for Women.